Hey y'all! Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your boy, it's your Tavian. As y'all know, this is the good vibes over here. We keep it real cute, very the real, okay? Don't mind Charlene Red back there, honey. She minded her own business. It looks a mess. But honey, welcome to the first episode of the Good Vibes, okay, podcast. And girl, we got a special guest on here. And honey, I'm telling y'all. But anyways, so welcome back. Welcome to Good Vibes Podcast. We keep it positive over here. I am your host, the one and only is Jatavian, okay? And honey, we finna get on to it, okay? But ciao. I had lost in my family. I'ma just say that. Please pray for the Pearsall Club family. Shout out to the fam out there, okay? Please pray for my fam because they need it. And as we're going through this difficult time right now, and I want y'all to welcome Cortez Robinson.
Hey, yes, honey.
Hey there.
Yes, period.
Yes, indeed. How you? How
See,
you doing?
anyway, don't mind my mother. She was back there. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing blessed.
Amen. Blessed and highly
Yeah.
favored.
How are
Uh-huh.
you?
You said what?
Said, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good at
I
this
know that
time.
you're going through a rough time right now, and
Yes.
I am sending my condolences to you and your family as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. Yes, thank you. You know, I needed it. A lot of people been out there praying for me and
Yes.
stuff and my fam. But anyways, we're gonna just go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
And my first question is introduce yourself to this wonderful crowd out here if they're here. Okay.
Okay. I might help you. Since this is good vibes, we should call them the good family. The good fam.
Okay,
Good
the
fam.
good family.
The
That's
good
that's
family. That should be your audience. The good family.
okay. I'm gonna let
Good
Tay
fam.
know that. Mm-hmm.
So my name is Cortez Robinson. You guys might know me as official Cortez Robinson on many social media platforms. I am known for playing my character Shirley, Bernice, Rhonda, Shaniqua, Derek. I play everybody. I am a
Okay.
content creator. I'm a social media influencer. I'm an actor. I'm a son. I'm a niece. I'm a cousin. I'm a friend, best friend. I'm everything.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. Okay. Tell us about growing up and what was it like?
What was it like?
Yes.
Okay, growing up was, let's say, a little chaotic. I mean, I feel like low key, if you guys don't know, living in a black household, it's it's a very,
Okay.
it's rough, but it's also learning about things. Because low key, you guys might hate your mother from time to time, and I know hate is a strong word, but the thing that I realize is
Yes.
that they might be rough towards you, but the thing about it is they're telling you that what's wrong from
With the
right or
good
what's
stuff.
right from wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're a little harsh on you, that's because they want you to do the right thing in life.
Absolutely.
When I was little, I was a bad kid. But then I realized that you got to do the right thing to do good in this world. So growing up was a little hard, but also facing challenges and facing reality was a challenge as well. But when you get to know about what you're doing or what's better, then you come to realize that, okay, I'm glad that she told me not to do this, or Dave, you know what I'm coming from. Because I feel like
Mhm.
low-key, everyone has experienced it. Everybody has experienced getting in trouble, getting whooped with a spatula, a belt.
Like
Because
it.
let me tell you something, whatever your mother can reach, that's what you get knocked upside the head with. If you know, you know. Okay? It could be the TV remote, it could be the ashtray, it could be anything. Whatever she's reaching for,
Clock
you're getting
it.
knocked inside the head. So I feel like low key growing up, it was a little chaotic, but it also was, hey,
Yeah,
we all went through, that experience. Well, some people have went through it, so you guys kind of know, how it is. But throughout that, it's been really chill. It's been really good.
that's good. That's good. But my next question for you, talk about what you went through growing up.
What I went through growing up, like,
Yeah.
what do you mean, like events or?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, okay. Um, talk about okay. I'm trying to think events. I can say um actually I have no clue. Talk about wait, what'd you say it was again?
Talk about what you went through growing up.
What I went through growing up. See,
Yeah.
I feel like that's basically, kind of like, explaining the first question,
Okay. Yeah.
just, chaotic
You're right.
times
You're
or,
right.
growing up in a black household, just learning my way through, what's right, what's wrong, and, learning,
Absolutely.
learning from my battles, learning
Clock
from
it.
my battles, basically, learning what's right from wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My next question for you is what would you share with the that Cortez then? The
What would I
Cortez back
share?
then.
What
Yeah.
would I share to that Cortez then?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would tell him that the world is chaotic. People out here in the world are very disrespectful. They are hatred. They are just hateful. They're haters. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
hateful
They're
people in the
haters.
world. And young Cortez didn't know he was going to be a content creator. So especially being a content creator and putting on women's clothes and a wig and lipstick and all that stuff, it there's a lot of haters. There's a lot of people talking about, this shouldn't be this, this shouldn't be that. So what I would tell him is that, stay strong. Okay. Do not give
Strong.
up. Just stay strong in this world because this world is really tough right now. There's so many times I wanted to give up, but I literally would tell him to stay strong because this world is, you got it. The thing about it is you have to have tough skin to be able to survive
Absolutely.
this world. Yes, you do.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. But my next question for you is your creation a LGBTQ plus and tell us influence and impact and tell us about that. Tell us about that. Yes.
What influenced.
Yeah, influence, impacting, and tell us about that. Yeah.
I just feel like low key, as me being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, like I
Okay.
said, there is so many people who hate us as a community. There's so many people that's disrespectful, just like Trump not giving LGBTQ plus people rights, as
That
well
part.
as not giving black people rights. There's so many people that treat our community at as nothing, as dirt, just kicks us to the floor. It's very disrespectful. It really is. And the only I joined this community is because I just that's how I felt. I felt perfect,
Yeah.
because that's how I am. That's how I act. I feel like it. So I just feel like people has impacted it so much. People has done a lot to it, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, this is my community, and I'm gonna stand up for everybody. I'm a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna stand up for everybody. I'm gonna support everybody, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure that everybody is doing good in this community. Like everybody's not getting disrespected. Like I got disrespected so much in elementary school and middle school. But the thing about it is also about having tough skin. You gotta have tough skin because low key, there's a lot of hated hated people out in the world. Like there's a lot of disrespectful people in the world that likes to bring you down. But let me tell you something. You don't get down to the floor. You find a way to become stronger and pull yourself back up because you know that you're stronger than that. Believe that.
All right. That was a good one now. Okay. Um, our next question it is before we go on break. Tell us a little bit about Rhonda Goes to Jail, and will there be a part two?
Okay, so as you guys know, I play a chaotic Karen, and her name is Rhonda Johnson. She got developed back last year in 2024. Um Rhonda Goes to Jail was my first short film of 2025, and I think it
It
hit like
was
500 views. 500 views on YouTube, which was very surprising because I'm sitting here and it's unbelievable how many people actually tuned into this short film. And I loved Rhonda Goes to Jail because it's a white lady who's a boss and CEO. She runs many a staff,
clock it.
and everybody loves Rhonda. And I'm glad y'all playing Rhonda. There's so many bloopers. There's so many outtakes, and a lot of running out of breath. Because let me tell you something. Her voice is very high, and she cries. She's a dramatic person. And I was like, you know what? Let me see Rhonda as a teacher. Okay, but with a black student and having like a little parent teacher conference. And it was really, really, really fun to film, because I filmed with Mr. Tavion Moore. He was also featured in the film as playing the mother and the student. So it was very fun working with him. And to answer whether be a part two, as of right now, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. I haven't even wrote a script, but many people have told me that they really want to see part two, or they want to see, a sequel to it. So I don't know, but just think out for it because y'all might get it. I don't know, y'all
Okay.
might.
All right. We will be back, Good Vibes fam, after this short break. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. We is back with our Cam fam. I said
Oh,
Cam. But anyways, I got two more questions for you, Mr. Cortez
two
Robinson.
more questions. Okay,
Yes, two more questions. No, I'm
okay,
doing now. Yeah.
all
Tell
right.
us about your network changing to daytime and why you stopped.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Tell us about your network to changing to daytime and why you stopped.
Oh, going into daytime.
Yes.
I love this question.
Oh, honey, we know you
So,
do because you requested.
so yes, I sure did because I did want to answer it on a show because this is actually would be marking my, I think, my fifth or sixth interview publicly. Um, so, but actually, around this date, it was actually March of last year. Kiwana Vila, he had came towards me talking about I could see you being a daytime host. He said because of your energy and you inspiring and uplifting people, we should just add all that together and put you in daytime. And I told him for the longest time, I told him for about 4 months that I couldn't see myself doing it. I didn't want to do it. That wasn't something that I wanted to do. And he was like, okay. He still asked me, he asked me, he kept on asking me, he kept on bugging me. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll try it because I'm all about trying different opportunities in the world. I was like, okay. So that's when we started creating posters, doing promos, photo shoots, and all of that. And it actually was very exciting, especially for the photo shoots and the promos. It was really fun. And then our premiere date was Monday, March 17th, and that's when things got popping. We filmed this Saturday before and everything was going rocky, everything was going good. We had the questions, I had my cards, I got everything all situated, everything like how I wanted it to be. And we got 3 episodes out, and then I got sick with my allergies because I have year-round allergies, and
Mm-hmm.
plus
That
the Cortez
power.
Robinson show was taking a break for spring break.
Absolutely.
So after that, I just decided I was like, because in reality, me and Kiwan were running Robinson Villa Entertainment, and what people fail to realize is that I was running his show and he was running my show. So it was only 2 people at the production team and 2 people, as a crew running the shows, but it was only me and him. So it was just exhaustion because Kiwan works 40 hours a week work. I work 20 hours. So in reality, there isn't no like time frame between us filming these talk shows because we have to film his, edit his, get clips out, get promos out, and we have to turn around and do mine as well. So it was just a lot of work. It was a lot of exhausting going into the process. So I just, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just time to cancel it. Maybe this wasn't the right time. Don't get me wrong. I love daytime, but I feel like low-key it wasn't the right time to bring me to the the daytime stage, the talk show stage. So
Absolutely.
I ended up canceling it, and I feel like low-key I miss it. And I got multiple messages talking about, oh, we missed your daytime show, we missed it and all that stuff. And I was like, I get it,
I,
but like what people gotta realize is that I go to work, I go to school, and low-key when you
absolutely.
join daytime it's basically like a job. And you gotta book guests, okay, you gotta find guests, you gotta do your filming date, you gotta edit. And editing an hour-long episode is not fun at all.
It
It
ain't.
isn't.
It ain't at all.
So it really does take a long process to do daytime. And I didn't realize that when people told me, this is very challenging, you know. But then I was like, when I feel to realize that yes, it is very much challenging. So, I decided to cancel it. I
Absolutely.
know that people are very disappointed. I know that my Cortez hive is really sad, but I didn't do it for a bad reason. I did it for a good reason to myself. Will I come back to daytime? Maybe. But now I'm just gonna focus on get it done with school because I do get we do get out of school at soon. So I'm just focusing on myself and doing work in school and doing content because I'm also a content creator. So I had to maintain all of these things, and prioritize all of these things in my head. So that's why I was very busy. I feel like I really didn't have time to focus on myself.
Yes, that's good. But I got one last question for you, and this was mentioned by the people backstage. But do you think your sitcom Auntie's Place could come back?
I don't know. I really don't because it might come back, but I see the thing about Auntie's Place is that I did that last year as well, and I did that during the summertime. I did Auntie's Place. It
Mm-hmm.
was Shirley, it was Mike, Shirley's dad, and it was Cortez all living underneath one household when Cortez came to stay with Shirley because of stuff that was going on at his house.
Mm-hmm.
I loved this sitcom, and low-key, I'm gonna be honest, is I did this sitcom because I was bored out of my mind. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have no projects laid up. Of course, I wasn't doing my talk show, so I really didn't know what to do at the time. And so then I decided to do Auntie's Place, and I did Auntie's Place for 3. I did 3 episodes, but in reality, I wrote like I think 5 to 6 or 7 episodes with my other writer, taking out more. We did gather up ideas and put it into a script. So I did do Auntie's Place for a while, and that basically was my content there during the summertime. And then that's when I did Loving the Time of Chaos after Auntie's Place, and then I seen that Loving the Time of Chaos received more views than Auntie's Place, and then I came to realization that since Loving the Time of Chaos was a drama series, it became more attention because low key everybody in the world is watching sitcoms and laughing and giggling and ha ha hee hee. But you're not really looking at the important drama. You're not, drama is really juicy. So then I canceled the auntie's place, and I was supposed to continue living time of chaos, but then I got busy, I got overwhelmed. That it was the time to, get ready and get prepared for school. So then I just stopped filming everything and all of that stuff. And to answer the question, is auntie's place coming back? As of right now, I'm not sure because I had to low key sit down and write the Robinsons, because when you have a character, okay, you have when you create a character, it's basically like creating another human being. You got to create the family tree. You got to create when they're born, their dislikes, their likes, their style, their all their family. So at this time I really don't know, but maybe in the future, or maybe I'll bring another sitcom, because like I said, being a content creator, so many ideas develop in my head. Y'all might get another sitcom. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. But anyways, I got one more question for you
Well,
because
okay.
they got one more question for you because they want me to ask it so bad.
Okay.
Anyways, tell us a little bit about your revamp and your own production company, Test Entertainment, just for you.
Okay, so Tez Entertainment has been in development for a while. Tez Entertainment is my own production underneath my name, Cortez Robinson. And last year I have worked at so many productions. I have worked at Star Entertainment. I have worked at Kiwana Villa Entertainment, Kiwana Villa Studios, and Robinson Villa Entertainment. So that's what, four productions I have worked at, and they have not succeeded properly. If it's not the drama, if it's not the disagreements,
Absolutely.
if it's not things not going the right way, people getting yelled at for not doing what they're supposed to do, it's a lie, and it holds really strong feelings to somebody. It does, and people might not fail to realize that, but it does. So
Absolutely.
after I left Robinson Villa Entertainment, I just chose and learned to take into consideration to create his entertainment, because I feel like working solo, I would definitely get a lot of stuff more done instead of focusing on other people and what other people is doing for themselves. And I thought, maybe it's just time for me to bring Tez Entertainment and just focus on my own films, produce my own films, and
Absolutely.
just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. But yes, good vibes, fam. We will be back after this short break, chat. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, keep it. Well, I thought this was keeping it real. Hey,
Oh,
good vibes, fam, chat.
yeah.
We are gonna play a little game. But Jatavia needs and Cortez, we're gonna challenge you now, okay?
Challenge me.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-answer that question again. I used to praise this, to shout, and to fan myself when the spirit hits Chatavian needs it. You got 30 seconds.
So I go get it, or does my time start now? Or...
Yes, your time started. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, but
Oh my God! Wait, no, wait a minute.
he need to stop. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God! I cannot. Oh, boo, your time is up.
Okay, so I did have, my dollar store fan, because I know that, once you hit the praise break in church, you become sweaty. But I do have my This fan.
Okay, that's what he needed. A church fan, boo.
Yes, honey.
He needed them church fans.
Yes.
Okay, you got that correct. Good vibes, fam. Hope y'all enjoyed the first episode. And child, we're gonna get up over here. Cortez, we really appreciate for you coming on today, this wonderful night. Any last words that you got for us in the key?
Yes, I just want to say that I do got a couple tips. I feel like low-key, because like I said, I struggled with my,
Yes.
show as well. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just,
we need them, honey. We need them.
just know that, you don't rush, always take your time, stay strong, make sure you don't fumble over your words, make sure you understand of what you're asking your guests.
Absolutely.
Make sure you know the question, the answer to the game, what they're doing, the time. Just stay strong. Just, take your time, because, rushing isn't going to make anything perfect that So just take your time, because when you take your time, you will succeed in this. And I mean, I know this is your
Like it.
this is a year season of learning, and I'm glad that I came on here, because then I could tell what's right from what's wrong. So just stay strong.
Amen. Anybody's good vibe, fam. Hope y'all enjoy and be out.